All right, today's video, short and sweet. I just want to go over a few of the stocks that have been moving. One, SPY, right? SPY is currently in a triangle. Put it on the hourly so you can see it. Boom. I mean, not much to do there. It's currently at 605.31, after hour 605.38. I'd wait for a breakout in one direction or the other. We have CPI tomorrow, which could be big, could not. So we'll see what happens there. Again, play this triangle. SPY's been in a tight range. I mean, most days it's trading in a $1, $2, $3 range. So, I mean, back and forth, just scalp it if you can. If not, just sit and wait patiently until we get a good breakout one way or the other. As for Microsoft off that 409 level again, constantly off that 409 level. Bang, here, or 408 even. But on the 5 minute, see that 409 three times today. Yeah, that 409.56 double bottom and as low as 409.32. Again, opening range here. The orb indicator would have worked perfectly as well. Again, Microsoft has had small ranges the past few days. It's not ginormous by any means. Anyway, we're ending at 411 after hours 411.40. I mean, Microsoft again is at a good place to bounce in my opinion, but with SPY being where it's at near all-time highs, again, it's a little sketchy. Meta's obviously one of the big names that's been moving. It's been strong as well as today. Orb indicator again, buy, bang. It's strong. I still see Meta possibly going to 800 in the near future if it can keep up its bullish momentum. You can see it's literally all up. Anyway, yeah, we're ending at 719.80 after hours, 719.65. Looks like we could be flagging here even. You still have resistance around 724.5 and about the same of 723.6 from today. Break out of there, that 725 area, I'd say go long. Goog. Where we at? Goog. 187.19 after the earnings. Pelosi's name. Surprising it's a Pelosi name because after the DeepSeek situation, I mean, it regained everything that it had lost prior. But yeah, okay, Goog is down here at support. I mean, I'd say a long entry isn't terrible here. Watch these breaks, of like the 185.3 and then down here as well of the 182.7. And then, yeah, you can see lower on Goog, definitely. This is going to be a hard one to break, though, this whole 184, 182 area. So, I mean, I'd say going long isn't a terrible idea here. All right, anyway, what's next? Amazon. 232.76 after hours, 232.85. You have those big drops down to 221 prior. Again, ranging is just super, super tight. You did have that triple top. We're a near triple top up here. Bottom. Again, I'd say wait for the break on Amazon. It is right around that the previous demand where we got into this upper range, around 230.16. I'd say a break of 230.16 or just 230 flat even. Look for more downside. But again, you could just get down here and chop like it did down here. So you saw that it broke and then it just stayed in this area until it eventually fought to get back above it. So I mean, longs are possible here, but again, you can't really swing the mag right now. It's a little difficult because it's not moving in a certain direction. Besides Meta, I'd say Apple actually looks the healthiest for a push up. You can see here, like it's got that 1-2 triple bottom. A nice flag up. It's still under that gap though, and it tried to go above it. It did go above it. I'd say longs actually do look pretty good here on Apple. It looks pretty solid. I mean, you saw what happened last time it did this as well. This was after the DeepSeek situation, which obviously that was news-based, so you had a catalyst. But yeah, double bottom, almost sort of similar to this, and then bounce up. I want to take a look at Baba as well, because Baba obviously has been undervalued for years. It's trending upward. It's even flagging here. I still think it looks pretty good. That's a strong candle on the U.S. pre-market. I mean, that's a really strong candle on U.S. pre-market. Remember, U.S. in recent time is the one that usually sells Baba off, where it's China who's trying to keep it up. And last night it was more so China trying to keep it down and US propping it up in the morning. Like you can see here, literally, what was it, like 8:20 for me? Sorry, 9 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's a huge move. Again, it's holding. We'll see what happens during China time, but yeah. All right, what else we look at? All right, so next on the list we have JPM. JPM made a massive move today, right off a double bottom as well, kind of following SPY's lead. Yeah, again, you want to see that break of, what is it, 278, 46, just about. We closed at 274.99, after hours 275.25, so it's actually up. I didn't even see that. But yeah, we'll see how it moves from there. JPM is super, super extended to the upside. I mean, this was like 230, like what, a month ago? Yeah, 230 like a month ago. It's wild. Next, other names I want to look at. Let's see. Let's go PayPal. PayPal, I mentioned the other day, it went in lower when it was at 77. Currently 76.16 after hours. I mean, PayPal is pretty clear. Let's see, you got this over here actually. Yeah, I mean, it's under this. You have this big wick here. I'd say calls actually aren't the worst idea right here, because before we get down to this area and you just cut, if you break through this, these lows of like 75.50, little risk to potentially a lot of reward. What else we have? Let's do UNH. UNH back at 534. It's keeping this uptrend. I mean, it's still on it. It looks nice. It's not terrible. Let's see, you got this here. As long as it keeps bouncing off that, you could probably see 560s, 570s soon on UNH. Again, that first, these previous lows down here around 545, it had trouble getting over, but I think it definitely can in the coming days, if not weeks. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's go UPST. UPST had earnings today, so I'm checking them out, and it came right up to this exact level. If UPST breaks through here, it is highs of like 89-ish, right? I'm looking for calls around 95. 95 calls. Again, keep that on watch. Keep looking at that. What else we got? Uber. How can I forget? Uber has been on a massive run. I don't know why this isn't popping up now. Oh, it's because it's not on 5 minute. 5 minute. Bang. I mean, crazy. Orb for this play right here was crazy. 2 days in a row. Break through the opening range. I mean, this was a 20x play. This was a 20x play. 2 days in a row. I mean, we went from what, 65, 63, 65 up to, on this day, 70, and then 77, 78. Which is crazy. Yeah, right now we're pulling back because Lyft had earnings, but Uber's not holding this. I'd expect Uber to hold around the 74, 75 area, but we'll see. Again, bounce here if you get down to here. I'd say take calls potentially on 75 if it holds, because again, you have these previous highs here and these lows over here. What else can we look at? My mind goes blank when I make these videos. I gotta like plan for this stuff. Let's look at Oracle, because I think Oracle's a potential for a run. 177 really needs to hold around this area. This 177, 176. If it holds this 176, I could definitely see it moving higher to the 190s up here. Because again, you're holding this trend. This is from like DeepSeek. This is Trump here. Trump, it retraced. And again, because, rightfully so, because those two catalysts right there. But then you're trending straight up. I mean, it's a pretty good sign that it'll try to take this this gap up one day up to 179 and then eventually, hopefully, 190. Intel. This is the last one I'm going to cover for today. Massive move up. I expect Intel to fully get up to this 22.5 area. And eventually, if Intel can break through this, look for 24 calls. I'd say 24 calls like a month out. And you could be sitting pretty real soon. Because Intel's been getting beat up, and they had some recent news. I think somebody said they bought into it, just like Uber. I might be forgetting that or remembering that incorrectly, but we'll see. Anyway, Tesla. Tesla's actually the next one I want to talk about just because of the same thing. Somebody sold Tesla, I heard. Tesla also had some news. Tesla will likely come down to the 315 area. 327. These lows around 3 flat. I mean, yeah, you could see 300 flat on Tesla. This did not stop selling today. There was nothing there that would indicate you should be buying just yet. Again, Tesla could hold these areas, but I'd still look for puts down to 300. We traded them today from, like 335 down to 326. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. I'll check back in on Friday to see where we're at after CPI. And yeah, again, trade safe, stay safe, and have a good night.